Good morning. Hoping this week is going to be pretty productive. We are back in the kitchen grinding. I just got down to here just to sort of here to the end of the cooker. So I'm going to finish that now and I'm going to move on to the big space. Suit is on. It is now 20 to 12 already. Now I had a little late start. Had to talk to my mom on the phone about curtains. Okay. Oh, when you have to go to the toilet in this suit, it's very annoying because everything has to come off.
Good morning, folks. It's getting later and later. We're starting here. Just the old bodies ain't feeling the best in the morning. This morning I actually did stretching for the first time in a year. I used to do generally workouts and I'd stretch, but the amount of work we were doing down here was better than any workout, so I gave up the workouts for the last year basically. With that, I suppose I gave up the stretching. I tried to stretch this morning and nothing works. I have moved into the sitting room. I need to build a hot press there. I need to vapor barrier and put plasterboard up here, but that's really dodge because there's a hole there from the stairs, so I'm not quite sure how to do that yet. For the moment anyway, I'm going to frame this. In order to frame this, I needed wood. I didn't have any wood. Absolutely not feeling like I want to do this, but it ain't gonna get done otherwise. When Claire starts plastering, we think we're gonna send in our invoices finally for the grant, because they'll take about 4 to 6 weeks, maybe 2 months to come out to us, so we want to get in those invoices fairly soon. We're way past the 70,000. I'd say we're closer to have spent maybe 90 to 100,000. We'll go through all of the invoices and details once we finish it in a few weeks. Yeah, we're well past it. So really, there's no point us continuing to work and spend more because we won't get any more back from the grant. So we may as well just submit the application paperwork now, get paid by the grant, and then we'll just continue ourselves at our own pace. That's the urgency. That's why we're pushing ourselves so hard. We just have to finish the upstairs so Claire can come up plastering and I move outside and we get the ball rolling on the application. Can't avoid it anymore. I gotta figure out some way to source material and build a frame here. Get this side of the room anyway finished. This is where I want you. And then it falls down, then the leg goes wonky. And it falls over. So I gotta... It's been repaired like 6 times. Was it worth trying? That's not too bad, is it? No! How about that? That's like 5th or 6th repair on this tripod. I need to get Tyvek, I need to get insulation, and I need vapor barrier. So let's take that one step at a time. There we go. Let's see if we can get some insulation gone in. And there we have some insulation. Next, we vapor barrier that bad boy up. And the vapor barrier is on. It's about 4 or 5. I'm really tired. One piece of plasterboard up here. And then anything else beyond that is a bonus. I had hoped to get all of half of this bedroom done today. That's not looking likely now. I'll just get as far as I can. I'll throw you guys on time lapse.
exciting. All of these off to their forever homes. I thought I had you turned on, but clearly not. Just past the legs of this, because I think the way Rob is going to do it is the legs will connect to these little C shapes and the baseboard will go on. So I'm afraid anything under there will not be done. Anyway, I'll stop waffling, whatever, and I will keep going here. You know what? I haven't even got my mask on. Oh my golly. Vital to have this on. Could not do it without this P3 Max mask. The dust is horrendous. By the wall, there's some lovely footprints again. Our kitten, but these were her little footprints when she was a tiny kitten. She was absolutely addicted to walking on this when we were laying it. The suit is coming off.
Whoop, whoop. You can leave your head on.
Oh, dear me. Yeah, it was. That wasn't planned at all. I was just started talking to you and you started coming in. Oh man. I thought I still had my my hat on. But it's just my face is covered. Good morning, and back in the suit again. And we are tackling, I'm hoping this will be the last day. Thinking I can do it without knee pads. That's a great big no. And it is done. I feel like I've just run a marathon. Started this at 10 and I just was determined to have it done as quick as possible. And it's done. The whole floor. Yeah, it's still wavy, but it's cleanable, which is what we wanted. Once I seal it now, I have a good feeling about putting the sealant on. Yeah, so super happy. Super happy. There's a few stress cracks here and there. But you know, we laid the floor. We didn't expect it to be perfect. I feel it's better than I thought it would ever be. So we are super happy.
Right, folks, the wall is done. It certainly doesn't look pretty because I'm trying to use all of my leftover plasterboard. I just hate the amount of scraps I'm gonna have to get rid of. I also don't have many boards left. I think I have 5 full boards, but I have loads of scraps. I reckon I need 6 boards for the roof. I have a little bit to do in Kira's room. I just noticed, unfortunately. I have the ceiling to do, the work around that frame there for the skylight. So there's a bit more than I thought here, but I'm going to leave that because I want to stay on track. I might try and set up the plasterboard hoist. I might try to lift one piece of plasterboard up here just to close out the day and cut it around the beams to fit. Oh, I don't know. I need a cup of tea. It's about 6 o'clock. I'll see you in a minute. Oh, baby, baby. Get up on. Woo. Push it, push it, push it, down, 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 down. Oh, my God. Scheißenhauser. I have to do San Diego joints on that side and that side. I forgot. Shizzle slicks.
Enter. Additional direction by Chris Kraszewski.
Well, folks, just finishing up, actually, the Arnold Schwarzenegger book. That's 3 books now doing this plastering. Plastering is mind-numbingly boring. But we're getting there, and I gotta find a new book. Any recommendations for a good, somewhat motivational sort of book? Because you need all the motivation you get doing this. Leave it in the comments below. So I got the big plasterboard up. That's maybe the last one I'm gonna do. I'm not sure I'm gonna do a whole sheet over here. I might just do small sheets. These things are ridiculously awkward to move. Okay, what I gotta do here now is I gotta trim this one just along the rafter, and I need to put some sort of a backing there, and then I'll just put a strip down. Happy days. Pop up, and I'll probably just have 1, 2 halves and a little small bit at the side there. Then half of this room is done. It's about 7:30 now. I'm just gonna move this thing and tidy up. I think we're planning to wrap up at 8. If I have a bit more energy, I'm gonna do this part just so I can see this wall done. That would be quite an achievement. Let me move this orange thing. I'll get back to you. How about that? How about that? Catch me outside. Reference below. Good morning, folks. Welcome back to another riveting video of Rob Does Plasterboard. Not. Start this section here, which is above the hole of doom. But I realized, whilst giving Claire a tour last night, I have a little piece there and in here. So, well, how about a depressing update? This little job that I was meant to do turned into a right bear. I put that in the wrong place. Then I realized my cable isn't long enough, so I pulled that a little bit, which meant that I sucked this up into the wall. So I had to take off the plasterboard, hack it out. I'm not sure actually what I'm gonna do there. Hopefully it'll reach. I just have one piece to do here that I have to frame all the way around the skylight, and just put one little piece of trim the whole way across there. Then I completely forgot that I have yet to do just the apex here, and then I have to figure out what I'm doing in this wardrobe. It's looking more and more unlikely as this project just drags and drags and drags and drags and drags. So defeated, I'm going off for a cup of tea. It's lunchtime. I don't really feel hungry, but I'm gonna take a break from this. Catch you later. Hey folks, we have finished. Oh shoot, no we haven't. Oh man, I forgot the vlogs. Back. Evening, folks. I'm gonna wrap up now. I got this done. This dragged. This dragged. I got that peak done using as many spares as possible still. This is an interesting part I'd like your opinion on. This is Kira's ensuite, and it came with a little bit extra. This is really skinny, like wardrobe. I wonder, so this wardrobe space is about 65 centimeters or 26 inches wide. Obviously, being a teenager, a young adult, a young lady, she wants closed space. And it's quite deep. I suppose it's about, if that's a whole frame, it's 1.2 meters deep and 60 centimeters wide. So kind of having some strange ideas about putting one clothes rack here and another clothes rack above that you can pull down. Any ideas at all, or any Pinterest links or anything like that? Like, we're busy building, so to be honest, we haven't given much thought to this. Another option then would be to have 2 racks here which are on wheels that actually pull out like this. 7 o'clock now. I have one tiny little piece to finish, which is really annoying, but the rest of the room is done. The rest of Ashton's room is done. Tomorrow I'm going to do the roof and frame, as I said I was going to do today. A day late, but I'll give it a go. I'm going to sign off now. Any ideas, pop them below. Catch you in the morning.
Just thought I'd bring you out and we just see if the first earlies have come to anything. Have a lot of mulch on them, so we'll see. Ooh, I see something. 2 holes, a bit of a rotten one. Ugh. Look at that. Those slugs have had a bit of a field day, I feel. The slugs are lethal. Oh my god, you didn't just eat that potato. Jesus. Dog. You'd be sick. Let's see what's under here. Oh, we have a fine one. 2, 3. We didn't get hit by slugs on this one. 4, 5. You have to go to look for them, and that the slugs would go so far down. That one is completely full of slugs. Ugh. Yeah, there's a few there for the dinner. To leave the rest in the ground, maybe you guys can let me know what I should do. I assume with new potatoes they should be left until you're ready to eat them. Good morning, everybody.
How's she cutting? We have a very exciting day planned. Very nervous day, actually.
Very excited. We've got our
I'm not
first...
used to people.
No, stick it in my face.
I don't go out much. Claire does all the shopping. Claire does everything. I don't go out much. I'm not used to people, but we have a very...
our first visitor.
Very exciting. Our first non-family visitor.
Oh, yes. A bit of a celebrity from Kerry. The Hidden House are coming. Well, half of the Hidden House are coming. Noel is coming.
2/3 of the Hidden House are coming.
Roy is coming.
Roy the dog.
Roy's coming and Noel is coming. Unfortunately, Jill is in the UK at the moment. She'll be over in a couple of weeks. Noel is just here because he's just starting the process of what we went through last year, which is he has his the county council popping out to do their first survey for the grant. So it's all very new to them, but they have a lovely little site up in Kerry. And so it's very, very exciting to have Noel anyway here, come down and have a chat with him and see how they're getting on. And yeah, Rob brought them here and all of that.
We love showing people our house as well. We love getting feedback on how we built things from people that are building things also, and maybe highlight some areas we've missed or highlight some things we want to move forward on. So yeah, we love showing people around. We're looking forward to getting their input. They're doing a very different build to ours. It's also a vernacular building. It's a cottage in the middle of a forest. You should check out their channel. The links will be down below. Yeah, I'm not sure how much work we'll get done today. We'll have to see, but we're pretty freaking wrecked from the last few weeks. So we wouldn't mind a kind of an easy day.
A day off?
Not quite a day off. More like a quarter day off.
Yeah. I hear a car. Have a look, Rob.
I didn't hear a car.
Oh, I think he might be here.
Let's check it out. I'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
Roy was terrified. Abandoned.
Hello.
properly as well first.
Work away.
Yes.
I like your dog prints in the concrete.
Well, hey, what's happening here now, I wonder? Today's the day we got absolutely nothing done.
My fault. My fault, I must admit.
We just got a message. We just got a message to bring. It's only because he's there.
We're having a nice outtake reel here coming up, I see.
Yeah, we actually put this in. This is going in, like, so the stupidity is going in. We got a message from the Hidden House to bring some cake, and well, that's pretty much all we needed.
How could you resist?
And work just stopped for the whole day. But the really funny thing is, the first thing that Noel from the Hidden House said when he came here is, "You're wearing real clothes." Because, yeah, I only put on my dirty clothes for YouTube. In reality, I dress quite normally. But yeah, today was the day we didn't do much. We sat around in the kind of misty weather, and we had a great chat. We spoke about absolutely everything from politics to the fall of the Roman Empire to crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But very enjoyable.
Absolutely, yeah. It was great. We never get guests, so it was brilliant to have you down here.
Yeah.
It's good.
And check out Noel on the Hidden House. Noel, you've got your place up in
Kerry. Yep.
And you're just about to go through the whole process.
Hopefully, this next week so, we'll be full steam ahead.
Yeah.
We're gunning for it now.
And how long have you been looking for that place, sir?
Since 2019, probably.
Probably much longer than us then, really.
Earnest, yeah. But lockdown was a big hiccup, you see. And I think we found the perfect place.
Yeah.
It just kind of, we looked at other places and it was always like, we'll try, but if we don't get, will we be that fussed? And I think we'd have been broken-hearted if we hadn't found the Hidden House.
Yeah. So. And it was funny, we were watching, we keep an eye on every single person developing or renovating a house in Ireland. But it was Jill, who's not here. You missed some awesome scones, sorry about that. But Claire mentioned it from the very beginning about that book you showed, The Hidden House.
The Hidden House?
Yes.
Yeah.
So from the get-go, it's like, this crowd are a little bit different. We keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Lovely to have you along, yeah.
No, thank you. It's been a joy.
Yeah, the doggies had a good time.
Yeah. And it's strange, because you sort of think, is it going to be what I expect? You know what I mean? And it is, and everything else.
It was much better.
It was better.
It
was better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a bit cold. This is, it's actually raining now.
Yeah, so probably...
Yeah, we will wrap up.
But I will say that this is the most secure location in Ireland with the two dogs. Anytime a bird flies by, there's like Rooney's at one end, Roy's at the other. Yeah. So that's it. So
that's it. Perfect.
No work today, but we'll catch up with you next time and check out
the Hidden House.
See you later.
Yeah, thanks, Noel.
Cheers.
Oh, hello there. This week we are behind schedule. We had a great kind of an impromptu day off yesterday, and I'm back at this today. I guess that's what you're going to be looking at. Me faffing about trying to nail this sucker up. Let's have at it. This ain't sketchy at all. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, this is sketchy. I need a piece of wood. You need a piece of wood? You need a piece of wood. I need a piece of wood. We all need a piece of wood. Safety Crocs. Look at that. I built a floor. That's about as ropey as you can get. Let's go. Don't know if you've noticed it, but I'm not the lightest guy. I feel like I'm auditioning for a meme that's, there's one that's, it was at that moment he knew he f***ed up. I feel like I'm coming close to that moment. Right here is where our kind of hot water storage pump and thermal store is going to be. So right here, I'm building a partition wall, which will go straight up this line, straight up here. So I'm kind of thinking that I need to do my kind of backing plate right there, right now. Very nice. Half. This is why you renovate a house yourself, because you could never afford a safety inspector if you hired a builder. Anyway. Oh my god, I am absolutely tired. It is 6:30, I think. 6:30, Thursday evening. I usually wrap up at about 7 to copy the files across. I'm nowhere near done. I have one patch there, a patch here I have to do, I have a patch here I have to do, sliver in the corner I have to do, I have to do all inside there. And just one little piece here. It's done. I need to start framing the wall up here for the hot press. Alright, popped back after dinner there with Claire. I just thought I'd do one last strip. The strip is done, actually. Wouldn't be the Mae West now, to be honest. Starts off okay, bit of a gap. Gap's getting a bit bigger. Holy f, this is the Grand Canyon. It's been a long day, it's been a long week, it's been a long 3 weeks. Let's just recap this, shall we? I had hoped to be doing plumbing this week, but didn't even get a chance. This, for some reason, has been one of the slowest and most painful jobs.
Hello! We had a couple of requests for a seafood chowder. I really enjoy making seafood chowder. It kind of brings back memories to when we were living in Middleton and we might go out for a swim or we might go out in the boat on a really cold day. Back in those days, Rob was spearfishing quite a lot, so the fridge or the freezer was full of fish. You know, you come home and then you'd have chowder and it'll warm you up and it was just lovely. Just show you the way I do it. When I think of chowder, I think of like a whitefish, even pollock, actually quite a lot I've used pollock. However, with pollock it goes very flaky. I'll show you how I do it. I don't stir it at all. So once the fish is added, which goes in at the end, there's no stirring. You must just keep it. Otherwise it really just ends up a sloppy mess. And then I would always use smoked coley. We would usually have a little bit in the freezer. I couldn't get that today, and we have a really good fish market here near us, but I just couldn't get that. So I'm kind of throwing a small bit, streaky rashers, to see if I can do the same sort of, or get the same kind of flavors going. So we're gonna use that. I do put some vegetables in. I don't like it all just to be fish or shellfish. I kind of make a meal out of this. I would use my own potatoes. We have got new earlies. For this, you really need main crop. So I'm just using roosters here, which are from the shop, I'm afraid. So, but once our main crop are up, which will be end of August, September, we should be able to use our own ones. But these are my own onions. Despite the fact that they are tiny, they have all bolted on me, and they're tiny and they look a bit ridiculous. But anyway, however, because I would use one big onion. I've got 3 tiny little onions here. So I'm going to saute the leek as well. Onion and leek into the pan. I might just chop this into streaky rashers. Get it on. This cooking couldn't be more experimental with this. I'm going to just put in a little bit of oil and a little bit of butter. So yeah, I just don't like, I'm very unlike Rob when it comes to cooking. I hate if I'm missing something from the recipe that I'm used to using. I kind of freak out of it. So when they didn't have smoked coley and I was like, I have to use streaky rashers, I was a bit kind of like worried. I don't know. I don't necessarily want everything to be tiny, thing too chunky either. It really does need to cook. You know, roughly chopped small. This camping stove has 2 settings: super bloody high and hot, or slightly high and hot. There's no like cool or turning it down. So it's really a bit of a crazy when you want to, sometimes just to turn it down, I have to turn it off. I'm trying to turn it off now. Kind of got that sauteed. This stage now, I'm going to add just 2 tablespoons of grain flour. 1. And this kind of makes a roux. I'm not really following a recipe of how much I'm using. 500 ml of fish stock. Again, we wouldn't waste anything, so Rob would catch the fish. I was in charge of filleting it and processing it, which I actually became quite good at. And we wouldn't throw anything out. Literally, we would use everything, including the heads, the tails, and everything, to make stock. And then we would bag it and keep it in the freezer. And I haven't quite cut up my potato yet. I'm not going to take the skin off this. We don't take the skin off the potato ever for anything. I'm going to roughly cut this again into small pieces. It cooks easily enough. Want your water to cover your potatoes and your carrots, because that's what you really want to cook now. Cover it up, let them cook a little piece. I couldn't get my coley. I also quite like to put salmon in. I couldn't get salmon. I don't get too stressed out about this, that I couldn't do what I want to do. Today we've got cod and haddock. I don't want it to fall apart. That's kind of the size I want it. I need a fish knife. But Rob tends to nearly kill himself when he has filleting knives. You want to be able to see the fish. You know, you don't want to be able to just see mush. Just letting these cook through, and then when that's ready, then we can add the fish. The cream, I think, really makes it. So I just located a pepper here that we had, and it's pepper, paprika and cayenne together. It's a smoky pepper. We might try that, I think. Oh, it smells good though. So the potato is practically done. So now I'm going to sink the fish into the middle. And then not touch it.
What's this? Did I fall and hit my head? Is there somebody else providing sustenance for our family?
Oh. Sink it underneath the veg. I'm not stirring it. You want to eat?
Are we ready to eat?
In about 5 minutes.
Holy shit, why are we eating so early?
It's 26. I left the fish just sit in the heat of the chowder, and that's completely cooked now. It smells good actually. It's just starting to come up the simmer, so I'm just gonna turn it off for a second. I'm gonna eyeball it really. This is 250 ml, but I'm not gonna use all of this. A nice dollop. It's very good. I actually am just gonna add a bit more of that. That spicy pepper. Whew. That spicy pepper is really good, because it sort of adds a little bit of heat to the heat, if you know what I mean. But I'm only really just bringing it in from the outsides, because if you just go stirring madly at this stage, the fish, you might as well put it through a blender. Make sure you get a little bit of the juiciness as well. I don't like it too thick, just creamy, but not like, not like custard. And I'm just gonna chop some parsley on top. And, oh, it smells great actually. Really smells great compared to the stuff in the shop. So one problem with this peninsula, there's an awful lot of walking involved. This is what it looks like. It's pretty good actually. I was a little bit out of my comfort zone without the smoked coley, but that's just the way I am.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, so will we taste it?
Yeah.
See how we go?
Sure.
And the fish is all still together, which to me is really important. And the fish cooks so quickly that you don't need to be stirring it around.
sauce is so creamy. I'm just going for that first. You can tell if you go for the cream how all the different flavors work together to impart it. And then you can go to cream and potato, and then the cream and the...
It's a different flavour with the streaky rashers, I think.
It is, yeah.
I think I prefer the smoked coley. It still keeps that sort of fishy taste.
Mmm.
You know, it's not a
Yeah,
fish.
the bacon's pretty good actually with it.
I don't know.
There's nothing I love better than going for a walk on a beach on a winter's morning.
I know, I was saying that.
And coming back
We
and
used to
having
have it, yeah.
it just warms you up. It's gorgeous.
The parsley is really good because it's like from our garden.
Yeah.
It's really fresh. I don't know why it tastes so good compared to the stuff in the shop, but it just...
What's just
So
bread like?
it was Louise and another user, just called user something something. I don't know why sometimes we can see people's names and then sometimes they just come up as users. But anyway, thank you for asking us to do this, because actually I don't know when I last made a chowder.
Definitely not down here.
Middleton, I'd say. So it was nice. It's been nice to do it, even though we're still struggling with the kitchen. It is
Getting
nice
there.
to do it, and it brings back memories to when we used to make it at home in Middleton. So
I actually make a lot. It's a great recipe for kids, isn't it? To get them into eating fish. Sometimes kids don't like it. But this sort of vegetable chowder is gorgeous.
So I guess we'll leave it there, and we'll say thank you to you all for your support. I shouldn't have had a huge influx of subscribers lately, so it's amazing to see that. Thank you so much for joining us. We wonder why people want to watch this review. No, we don't.
I don't. I don't wonder why they want to watch me.
Thanks for everything as always, and if it is your first time watching one of our videos, subscribe if it's something that interests you, or leave a comment, a like, and let us know what you think. And we'll see you next time.
See you later, folks.
See you later. Slán go fóill.